morning. Sorry I am a few minutes late. I still have to pop off, and this is polyol, so there's no like popping it off easily. I'm gonna leave it and pop off this mani as much as I love it. So welcome to the Daily Nail Tuesday edition. My name is Tara.
Lindsay filed for divorce the very next day. Lindsay and the two men were granted bail after Robert did
in the background I have, I'll go back to the beginning so everybody can hear it, but it's former beauty queen accused of plotting to kill her husband, and they had like a lot of money too. Let's see. Gotta wait for the ad to end. It is raining here. 100% chance of rain. Look at this bruise on my arm too. I had blood work done yesterday, and that's the bruise from it. Alright, let me go back. Here we go.
From the outside, everything seemed amazing. Former beauty queen and cheerleader Lindsay Shiver married her college sweetheart Robert. He was a football player at Auburn and came from a family with lots of wealth. Life was good. The good-looking young couple had 3 boys and lived in a $2.5 million home in Thomasville, Georgia. They flew on his family's private jet and had a vacation home in the Bahamas. And that's where this story turns bad.
I'm just using the sharp end of a cuticle pusher tool and trying to just wedge it in between the dip powder and my nail. Well, in this case, my jelly tip. And just pop off the dip. There it is. So I picked out a gorgeous Rival Nails glitter to do today for One Color Wednesday tomorrow.
Here on Closing Arguments, great to have you aboard. This case, wow. Let's start with who we're talking about, and this is really an all-American couple we're talking about here. You think about the life, right? You start off as going to college together. Meet in college and things just click and you end up together. You're good looking, you're young, you're in shape, you've got money, you've got the whole world. Like you're living.
So once I make sure, once the dip is popped off, I typically will go around the edges just to make sure there's no dip either up in the cuticle or down around my free edges or side walls.
Which is what makes this case so confusing. It makes it really confusing. Because you want to peel back the layers and try to understand what went wrong. Why would it go wrong? How could it go wrong?
See about this one.
You're at the beginning. If it's like a football game, you're like
coming off nice.
At this point in this picture,
pretty
it's like the
easily.
The beginning of the second quarter.
And I've been using Black Dahlia Lacquer's Peel Base. I don't know who's here. Dominic doesn't know where his phone is.
To the Bahamas, $2.5 million mansion. Everything's going well. Everything is going well.
Good morning.
To the question, why?
Happy Tuesday. That means we're doing a One Color mani for One Color Wednesday tomorrow. And I was saying I picked out the most gorgeous Rival Nails glitter to use. So it's called Mermaid's Hair.
But at some point you've got to
and this is it right here. Look at this.
You're not just getting divorced.
It's like pink and like a fuchsia. I wouldn't quite. Or maybe a magenta. Leaning into purple, Maybe it is purple and silver, but it's so pretty. Hi, Tara.
This world as good as you can, even though this all-American dream has broken apart. Not the only people getting divorced.
Oh yeah, I should have did it. I didn't even think to do the phone finder, Dominic, for your phone.
Why?
Yeah,
Why did we
I
get
woke
to the
him up
point where
at
we got?
like 10 or 5 minutes of 11 or something. I'm like, where's your phone? Well, actually, I was
He's
looking for the
fine, right?
remote too.
The plot didn't go through, right?
He didn't
was
know where
not
either
murdered.
were.
He's alive. But how do you recover from
But
it?
yeah, I totally could have done that,
The woman
and
that
I
you
would have
exchanged
beat.
vows with? The woman that gives birth to the three most important things in your life, your three little boys,
Okay.
and then like she
So,
wanted you
yeah,
whacked.
remember Emily sent me poly gel?
What?
I told you they were bright
How do you
colors, so
recover?
that's
You
what
can
this
piece it
is.
together. You still-
Now,
you're
I
gonna be
used
there
them,
every
it
day,
was
every
really
night.
weird. I've only ever
take care
used
of them.
mostly clear poly
Gotta
gel,
take
and
care
I
of
used
yourself.
poly gel for a good
And
solid
this process
9
now
to
just
12
beginning.
months. I would
Just
do poly
beginning
gel
in
with
this
my,
case.
and I would
Um,
use the dual
Matt
forms.
Johnson, Portuguese Prime Justice,
But when I did use the dual forms, but it was way lighter at the top and thicker at the bottom, you know what I mean? And it was like I was barely putting any pressure on it. So then after they were done like that, I went over them like freehand with the poly gel. So they definitely could be better. But they're not too bad. I took the pictures and stuff, so I can take it off later or whatever.
Flying on private jets with a family home in the Bahamas. That is
How are
where
you
their
today?
story takes a turn. According to prosecutors, the accused
Did you have a
agreed to
good
carry out
weekend?
a murder for hire plot on the husband of American Lindsay Shiver. The Shivers spent a lot of happy times in the Bahamas, but in late July, Bahamian
So instead of
authorities
ordering
arrested
that
Lindsay and
whole
charged her with plotting to kill her husband.
Sedona Sunset collection, I just ordered the two thermals. Because that golden brown, I don't think will look good on me, just like that other one didn't from Revel. The dark blue, I wasn't sure would look good on me. And then, I forget what the other one was, but I ordered the two thermals. My sunburn hurts, my bra is hurting it, because from here to like here, half of my stomach is burned. It hurts if I rub it or if I scratch it.
After Robert did not object to their release. Her bail
Alright, so
conditions
I'm
state
just
that she must remain in the Bahamas and wear an
to
ankle monitoring
clean up my
device.
edges. So I'm listening to something on Court TV.
Court TV, crime and justice correspondent.
Former
Matt
beauty
Johnson
queen
is joining us
accused of
tonight.
plotting to kill husband.
Look at this. Down in Nassau in the Bahamas. We haven't had a case down there since Anna Nicole Smith and the battle that ensued for little Danny Lynn. Matt, great to see you tonight. You look much more relaxed than you normally do, which is appropriate, right? So where exactly are you tonight? Because you're not on the beach.
Yeah, we're not on the beach, Denny. We're about 30 minutes from that, and we're here on Nassau Island. This is
Okay.
right here, the capital city, and the notorious.
I'm gonna put some peel base on.
Behind me, the sign.
So I thought about ombreing, with clear on a couple nails, but I think I'm just gonna do every nail this color. It's so gorgeous.
Security to maximum. People beg to be extradited from here. You use a bucket in this facility.
I'm not
You don't get
adverse,
phone calls
but
from
I
this
don't
facility.
know that
This is where
it needs
this,
anything more,
beauty
but
pageant,
I'm also
soccer mom, self-proclaimed
considering
TikTok star,
some
is mom to
type
those
of
boys, and
silver
also this Georgia mother is
stickers
behind bars tonight,
or
and she's been here
silver
since the 17th. When she was arrested, Lindsay
striking
Shiver,
tape.
and she was accused, as you heard there, of this murder for hire plot to kill her husband, her estranged husband, as they were going through this custody dispute and beginning this really messy divorce, and they had a vacation home here. Well, tomorrow is going to be a big day because finally she has been granted permission to post bail, $100,000. She's going to be 30 minutes from here, transported in a bus, and she's going to be taken to the local authority there, the local ministry, the police station, where she will be
So they're in the Bahamas right now. They were rich. They lived in a $2.5 million home in Georgia and had a summer house or whatever in the Bahamas.
courthouse that's connected. And
She had an affair with like some guy in the Bahamas. Husband found out, filed for
Okay, so she's
divorce,
got to stay there.
and then I guess
She
they
gets out, she's gotta stay
plotted
in
to
the-
kill
she's not
him. I don't
from there,
know
right?
if
They
he
have a
died though or
vacation
anything.
home
I
there.
wasn't. I was kind of distracted.
Do we know, like, where she's going to go? Where she's going to stay?
Right, so she's used to million-dollar mansions there in Thomasville, Georgia. I mean, we shot video there earlier today, Court TV did. And we also hopped on a plane and we came here to the Bahama Islands. And, you know, she has a multi-million-dollar vacation home that she shared with Robert. I'm hearing through my sources
Coffee
that it was
cakes.
the family home.
These are cinnamon streusel. Nick bought some,
Number one, because she's probably
and we
not
brought them
welcome.
to the
Number two,
beach with
because
us,
she has to
and
check in with
I ate
authorities
3
here
of
on
them.
this
They were
particular
so
island,
good.
Island every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Oh, I should have got a napkin though.
Co-conspirators will have to do that as well, alleged co-conspirators. But there's
You can go
also
with the
video
trash.
that we have of her being arrested and then walk through one of the airports. And this
So
former
good.
beauty queen just can't help it, but she is smirking in that video.
I brought over 2 packages.
We're taking a look at it right now. I can't imagine why you would be. Your life is turned upside down. You have 3 little boys in the United States. You're accused of trying
Sorry,
to
I'm
murder their
eating. I
father.
haven't had anything
I
yet
don't
today.
understand why you'd be smirking and smiling through all
Look at
that.
that
Makes no
bruise
sense to me.
on my arm.
There she is. What do we
From
really
getting
know
blood
about
drawn
Lindsay
yesterday.
and her background?
Well, right, so she was estranged from her husband. He hires a private
They changed the
investigator to look
formula
into
of
what
them,
she's up to, but she's not
and
home in
I
Georgia
didn't
at the beginnings of their what
like
become
them as much
messy
anymore.
divorce and the early proceedings of that.
Wait a minute,
So
change the
she's
formula
here,
of what?
in the Bahamas. She's hanging out on a different island where they have their multi-million-dollar vacation home, and that is also on the same island where her alleged
I thought you ordered the
lover
collection
happens
already
to work
carried
at
in.
Grabber's Bar there, and there was a situation that happened at the bar where there was a robbery. He was being questioned. Authorities grabbed his phone. And if you know anyone that travels internationally, they use an app called WhatsApp. So they look into his phone, the WhatsApp. They find messages between the 2 co-conspirators,
Those are yummy.
and Lindsay. And she's sending pictures of Robert.
Told
husband.
Kendra to
She's
come to
also
the
got a
live.
message that
She's like,
quote
I
says,
might.
this is according to
I
authorities
need
here
a
in the
nap
Bahamas,
though.
that says, kill him. So that's what leads to ultimately to the arrest, because authorities question her about it, and we're hearing through our sourcing that
So
the reason why
Kendra's
she's
done
behind
with nails
bars is that
truly.
she
She's
admits
not
to sending
an
those
ambassador
text
anymore.
messages. It leads to the charges, and that leads to today where we are.
Holy moly, you guys. Every time I wear those, people look at me and go, did you get your lips done? That's how good it works. I scrolled past it a dozen times when I saw it in my feed before I.
I'm trying to think of the explanation.
Sorry, I'm
for
stuffing
that,
my
the
face.
innocent explanation.
Well,
Can't
the
think of it
husband
right
died.
now. A defense attorney somewhere will come up with something, I'm sure. So you mentioned these other 2
Those defense attorneys here on the island, they are saying that it was all just tongue-in-cheek, that no one intended to hurt anybody. So that's the reason why these alleged co-conspirators were all smiles as they've been arrested. And when they've ever been approached by media, they said it was all a joke. So anyways, yeah.
Yeah,
So
well,
that's
it would be a joke if it was like between her and her lover, but there's like a third wheel in the whole plot, which would be the supposed potential hitman in all this, who was a suspect in something else. So I think that may be the problem there with that, but we'll see. So what else do we know about these other suspects? One of them is the
Think
man
he's
that
high in
she's
calories.
allegedly having the affair
Guys.
with that causes all the problems with the marriage.
So one of the side effects of the new med that I started last month.
Right, so that's the guy, 28 years
So I was
old,
feeling like
and that
really
is
like down and
Terrence
depressed. I had
Bethel.
like
He's the one
switched
that was working at that
medications,
local bar where the PI hired by
and
Robert
like I
to
started
take
at the
pictures of two
lowest
together.
dose, you
And
know what I
apparently,
mean?
The PI
So,
approached this man and
She
asked
increased
about,
it,
whether or not they
and
were
I
having
feel
an affair,
better.
and he admitted to it.
Feel all
That's
right.
according to our
And but
sources.
yesterday I
And
saw
then the
her
other guy
again, and
is
she
inspiring
increased it
rapper here
again.
on the
So
island, an
this
associate
time
of his,
it's
a
she
friend.
doubled my
He
dose.
goes by the name of
But anyway, one of the what I was getting at is one of the side effects is weight gain. Well, one of the possible side effects.
I want to be famous
And
I want to be a rapper.
I've already gained like 12 pounds.
That's what we know about these guys.
I mean, I've been eating a lot of ice cream.
Yeah, I'm looking at the pictures. My understanding is the one on the left.
That's probably the most thing that I like eat the most. Like, I think that helps like keep the weight on or whatever.
Dreamy green eyes on the right and the earring in the
I've always been like, I'm only 5'1". I've always been petite. My mom's petite. You know, she's the same height as me. My sister's like 5'4" or something, 5'5".
Also could be the allegedly in all this. Okay, let's
and I've always been skinny, you know what I mean? So actually for me, like to be at a weight that I feel good at, I have to like
woman who allegedly was trying to get him killed, getting out
work at. I don't mean work at it, but I have to eat fattening foods.
Those two guys,
at least that's what I tell myself.
$20,000, and then hers is quite higher, $100,000.
So
she hasn't done it quite yet. Today is Emancipation. Bahamas.
I had a blood work, I gave urine, and they called me this morning. So I'm like, oh my god, did they get some bad results or something? I was freaked out, but it was just a schedule, an appointment, another
What
appointment.
we know about Robert is, I mean, it was by all accounts a fairy tale. It was a love story. He was a football player there in Auburn, Auburn University, and she was a cheerleader there. The two fell in love on campus. Cut to, they have several
Nobody
little
saying
boys.
anything?
They have vacation homes. They're living the dream.
Oh, Patty, you're here?
She was a
How's your
cheerleader,
dad?
beauty queen.
Because I messaged you on
She
Insta.
really
I was like,
loved
how's
mom
things?
life.
But I
She called
meant
herself
like,
a
how's
soccer
things
mom
in
on
Florida?
TikTok.
How's things going?
And then he got into insurance, and he was quite
Oh, I
passionate
think I'm
about
dry.
it after he retired from the NFL.
Almost.
In fact, we found a clip of him speaking about it. Take a listen.
I'll wave
You
my
can
hand
choose
around.
to do a lot of things in life, but I think what's important is surrounding yourself with like-minded people and positive people.
Okay, so there you have it. This guy that, by all accounts, is the good guy in all of this because he doesn't want the mother of his children to
I
stay
placed
at
an
this
order to
place,
Timu too.
where again, it is just notorious for the worst of the worst.
I bought some more
People
stamping
pay to be
plates.
extradited from-
Fall. I have
So,
a ton
I'll
of
let the
Christmas
siren
ones
just go past
already,
there.
so I didn't need
So
those. But I don't really have any fall ones, so I got a few of
How's
those.
this story playing
I got some
locally?
nail
Now, we know
stickers,
this thing is
bunch of
blown
nail
up
stickers,
in the United States.
a bunch of
They're
acrylic
from
nail
Georgia.
charms, different
How is
ones.
it playing down there? Are they
Ooh, I got that box I've been eyeing for a long time. They have it on Amazon, but sometimes it's $15, sometimes it's like 10. But it's to hold your drill bits, and it's a square box, and it's silver. But they also have another one that's called Aura. So it's like kind of shiny, different colors. So I ordered that one. It was $6 something. Because this is what I have right now for my drill bits, and like it's in pretty. It's just ugly. So I've been wanting one for a while, so I bit the bullet.
All right, so tomorrow is the hearing. Tomorrow she should be free.
Well, tomorrow is the day
And
we're
then
expecting to see her.
because I have a little money, so I got an order from E-Juice Connect today. I want to get 2 bottles of e-liquid because I still have 1 full bottle. So 2 bottles of e-liquid and 2 boxes of oils.
That's tomorrow. And
I'm just
then
gonna get what I
Wednesday,
need till
all
next
3
month.
Are expected to be in court for the status hearing. So the love triangle is going to be back together here in the Bahamas on Wednesday.
And I'm wondering.
Good morning,
you know, a lot
whoever
of
just
times
joined.
In the United States, a
I'm just
condition
waiting on my
release might
peel
be
base
that
to dry. We're doing a
co-defendants
Crival nails dip
can't communicate
Manny
with one another.
using
And
this
I'm
gorgeous
wondering
color.
what
Look at it in the
status
jar, you
of the
guys.
relationship.
It's beautiful.
Well, I'm gonna
Now,
ask
I would say, looking at it, it's like a magenta. What would you guys say? Is it purple? Is it pink? Is it a mix of the two?
We're
Hard to tell,
investigating,
right?
We're gonna stay on top
I
of
guess
the
it's
story.
all in the
Alright,
eyes
Matt
of the beholder.
Johnson
But here it is on a
in
swatch ring,
Nassau,
a swatch
in the
stick.
Bahamas tonight.
I took it
Working
off the
hard
ring.
for us. We will speak again
Oh,
tomorrow.
what'd you
because
say? Hold on.
Huge developments tomorrow. We'll see what more information you can find out. Thanks so much, Matt Johnson. All right, when we come back,
Their
we'll
accounts
try to
cleared
understand
out.
why. Why? To me, that's the big question. Say why?
Oh my God,
why did this
really?
happen? When you
Hi,
talk about
Michelle.
this fairy tale, this all-American couple that had it all. Why
Huh.
did that suddenly go
I've
away?
never
How
had
can
any
that
issues, and I
result
placed a bunch of
in somebody
orders.
arrested for trying to kill the other one? We'll talk about that plus coming up in the next hour.
This is your new go-to tool if you love working in your garden.
Michelle, I'm gonna use Mermaid's hair.
Please take 2 minutes
It's
for me to
a pretty new
introduce
release
It's a
from
lightweight,
Crival
completely
Nails
electric
today
and single-hand use chainsaw. It's
for
so
One
strong,
Color
it
Wednesday.
and it has a dust
Yeah,
factor
these
to
don't
it,
match. This is definitely
making
more
it the
purple.
safest and easiest to use chainsaw
I'm
ever.
looking to see.
It was designed specifically for the American Special Forces to cut any type of logs and also doors, walls, and other types of structures.
Great.
The chainsaw uses state-of-the-art technology. from
I
US
might
manufacturers,
add
making it
like
20 times more powerful than commercially available chainsaws and much smaller. It was designed
either silver
In
striping
Manchester, New
tape
Hampshire,
to a nail or
5-year-old Harmony
two,
Montgomery disappeared in 2019.
or
No one reported her missing, and no one looked
I don't
for
know. I
her
have court
for 2
too.
years. Yet her father Adam was charged with her murder tonight. Adam is back
I
in
actually
court
have a
being sentenced for
chrome
weapons
that's like this
charges,
color. I
and
could
we
chrome it
are
now.
moments.
But this is like so sparkly it might be over the top with chrome.
As it relates to the shotgun, do you find the defendant guilty or not guilty? Guilty.
I'm not gonna ombre. I'm gonna do a full hand of it. Oh, and then I have like silver stickers, so we can maybe play with those if I think it's beautiful enough on its own, but I might feel the need to add something to it. All right, let's do this.
2017 conviction overturned.
Mermaid's hair.
Now he faces a jury
Using Crival Nail dip liquids, and my code is Tara15 to save there. How was your weekend, Michelle?
in custody, making their way through the airport. Lindsay Shiver and her 2 alleged co-conspirators, her lover and the alleged hitman that they allegedly solicited for the murder of her husband. Unreal. Like, to be in that position down in the Bahamas, instead of being in the Bahamas with your husband and your children and your $1 million vacation home, flying down in your private jet. How do you go from
Still talking about this same case of the beauty queen charged in plot to kill husband. Former
where she
beauty
is
queen.
now? You know, an alleged fling with some 28-year-old local at Grabber's Bar. Like, of all the places she's hanging, Grabber's Bar. Now, it might be kind of fun, but like, you should have mother of 3 be hanging out at Grabber's. Wow.
They met at a bar called Grabbers in the Bahamas, where the family owned a vacation home. They live in a $2.5 million house in Georgia. They were college sweethearts. He was on the football team. She was a cheerleader. They got married, had 3 boys. Then while they're in the Bahamas vacationing, they also flew there on his family's private jet. But she met like this 26-year-old local, had an affair, and I guess they plotted to kill her husband. So now she's being charged. But I don't think the husband died, because they haven't said that.
To me, it's about this contrast, like this incredible life that together it looked like they were enjoying and they were building. How do you go from there to where she is now, walking through the airport, in custody, tomorrow?
I think it's like a magenta. So pretty.
Not allowed to leave the Bahamas. Dr. Carol Lee, I'll begin with you.
Well, it isn't really that complicated. You know, it's not what people want to hear or what they think, should be the case.
I love
But
that fairy
they
glamour
went,
dip. The one I posted
Lindsay and
this
Robert met when
morning.
they were in college,
Tropic,
and she was
like
actually
it's
pretty
hot.
good. He was the captain of the
I didn't know
football
it
team.
was a
She
thermal
was
until I
a
put it
cheerleader,
on because
and
it
she
doesn't
had
say
worked
on
with
their
pageants
jars
and
if
so
they're
on,
dips or
beauty pageants.
thermals.
And
So
they were,
I was
perfect
surprised.
match made. And then he went on to be in the pros briefly, and then he was cut, and so then he went into insurance. Now, and they had 3 children, and they've been married for 13 years. So,
Okay, they've been married for
after
13 years.
and they of course were going down to the Bahamas and so on. She had time there alone, and she met this young barman, and he, seemed much more appealing. I mean, it's a big contrast. This is sort of not what she signed up for. A big contrast from the captain of the football team to an insurance guy. And you saw him.
The guy who worked, he was a guy who worked in the bar there. Nothing wrong with that, but, this woman's married. Come on.
Boredom can drive you from living the life that, you don't.
Yeah, so her husband filed for divorce when he found out, and that's when the whole plot came about.
Well, they're living. Look at this house. My goodness.
I
Look
know.
at this
That house is gorgeous.
And then there's the vacation home down in the Bahamas. Like, I know it's not all about money. It's deeper than that. But this is like part of what.
So this is all fine glitter, if you can't tell, and it's applying really nice. Prival nails glitters have a lot of glitter. So the coverage is going to be awesome, even if you're pouring over,
We may look at this life and think, man, what a life that she had, but nobody understands and really knows
There's
what was happening
more
inside that marriage.
more glitter, less
And the
acrylic.
contrast of this younger, I believe, 8 years younger, and we're looking at and working at a bar.
Okay,
It's not
looking
uncommon
good.
when people have an affair that they will have an affair with someone that's completely different than their life. Right, as Dr. Lieberman mentioned, escapism, you're having this fun, you're not thinking through the consequences. But then when we're looking at her getting to this point, we're making these lifelong decisions that not only affect her husband, but her children. Right, that's where we get to these deeper issues. It's not uncommon people having affairs.
The beach was gorgeous Sunday, you guys, and luckily it didn't break down on the way or on the way back.
Emotional disruption.
We had fun. Nick was there this time too, so like he pretty much entertained went in the water with Dominic. I went in a couple times, but I couldn't stay in long. I was cold, so I pretty much just laid in the sun. And then
I don't know. We'll see what happens there. But if they were in fact soliciting the help of someone else,
we made sandwiches and brought snacks and everything.
All American life, 3 children.
It was nice. It was perfect weather too. It was like 80 degrees on the coast.
It seems to me that it may somewhere.
So it wasn't like too hot, but it was warm.
She liked living in a $2.5 million home. She liked flying on a private jet down to the Bahamas. She liked the multi-million-dollar home down there. I mean, who wouldn't like it?
Right at the top of my ring finger is like bare. I don't know.
The guy at Grabbers.
He's not dry yet.
Well, she wasn't necessarily planning on saying goodbye to that. Here's the thing. When he discovered that she was having an affair, he filed for divorce. And, as you said, he filed on the basis of her having this affair. And she's alleging physical abuse or emotional abuse or mental abuse. We don't know if that's really true. But in any case, if she
this is still sticky.
This,
and because there's more glitter and less acrylic, it takes longer to dry. If you find that it's a problem for you, you can add a little bit of clear dip powder, clear acrylic to it.
Everything goes out the window. They feel so strongly about it that they'll be willing to do anything. And on the Bahamas, it doesn't feel real. You know, when you're out there having that kind of.
Or you can just do like I do, which is just to pour another layer or lay flat into the powder or glitter.
It got to a point.
And usually that will absorb, you know, any stickiness that's still on the nail.
They brought life into this world together.
All
Three
right.
little boys who obviously.
Gotta pay special. Wow, these could have been one dip nails. But that error. Skew dip number 2. So Rossi wants me to put out a step-by-step video of me doing a mani with that product. So I responded back, like, how long do you want the video to be? Because if I do it on a live, there's my step-by-step video, you know, but I doubt they're going to say they want it to be an hour and a half or 2 hours. But I don't know how to, like, edit videos like that. Like, be like, I mean, I could, like, say, hey, you know, here I'm about to dip my nails. All right, put base coat on and dip my nails. And then what? Pause it, dip a nail, unpause it. What do I mean, I have no clue how to do that.
Obviously, will have a better life with their dad. Who's going to raise him? The guy from Grabbers?
We can absolutely say that this is true, that there is an extreme distortion of perception of reality, because that's what you just pointed out, Vinny. Right, so in this situation, we know that if she thought the only
Let me grab a plastic bag just to keep the glitter off my finger.
The father of her children and the man that was a big contributor to the life that she was living.
So
we know
beautiful.
that there's more to than Lindsay than what we're seeing, right? There's that deep perception of reality. Why that's there and how she came to be, where that was the only option that she had from that place of desperation. And as we mentioned, looking at these people who she was involved with in the Bahamas to help her carry it out, which shows a lot about her thought process and where she was in this process of the divorce.
All right.
Yeah, again, these are just allegations. I don't know if they were plotting a murder here, but if they were, why would you want to be with someone who would help you plot a murder? Anyway, I don't understand that. Is there something to that, Dr. Carolina? Like, why would you want to be with someone who would be, like, from either side, right? Either the man, right, from the Bahamas, like, why would you want to be with a woman who's willing to kill a man that she was just with? Like, how does that dynamic work?
Because he feels that's because I'm so lovable, I'm so attractive, and she's willing to kill her husband to be with me. That's easy for him to convince himself of. You know, this really isn't that unusual. A lot of times when women...
Wait a minute! This isn't this gotta be unusual.
Well, this kind of a story, this is, you know, obviously very
I'm gonna press this down.
And all that. But I mean, in terms of just rich
Probably still wet.
not necessarily super rich people, but just people. A lot of times when women get into their late 30s and into their 40s, and they start feeling as though they're not being treated by their husband. I'm not saying he abused her in any way, but like they don't feel that feeling like that the man is just so wildly attractive.
Still
to them.
tacky.
It's that they want to feel that again. They want to feel like the man is, and yes, in his Instagram and all that, he did make it seem like he was still madly attracted to her. But you know, it's a sexual attraction. You know, when sexual attraction gets into the picture, logic flies out the window.
Dr. Janie Lacey, I'll finish up here. Like, we all know, those of us who have been married and have children, when you have children, like, they consume a lot of your time. Do you think there's anything in this that she wanted, like a crazy hall pass from that life? Not just him, but like the whole thing that comes.
If you guys haven't tried Crival Nails Dip Liquids, I think a bunch of you have, but They're terrific.
homework, who's sick.
And
I mean, it's
I
a
think
lot.
they're
It's
like
not
the
running
least
around.
expensive
Okay.
dip liquids
You
on
think
the
maybe
market.
that's part of this too, that you wanted to break
Like
the
for
bond out?
small businesses, you know.
Consider, especially for women, when they enter affair relationships, all of the elements of a fair relationship include that escapism, right? I can be seen, I can be sexual, I can feel all the things that I may not be feeling no longer with my husband because the bills and work and children, all these things set in, so they enter into this fantasy life, which is gets them drunk, and the brain shows that the limerence stage, right? So they get drunk and they get this distorted reality, and they become more riskier and riskier and become extremely selfish in that sense, because they want to feel alive. They want to feel all of those elements of what's an affair, which is based in a fantasy because it is in a tunnel, that they feel. And then they go back home and they look at their husband who's working hard, or whatever the dynamic would be in that relationship, and they're thinking, well, I'm not getting it here, and they keep getting drawn back from time to time again. It's a very addictive. Affairs are very
Gorgeous.
addictive, especially in a general sense for a woman that has been maybe felt unseen. And then you get
You
someone
guys
who's
need this
younger
if you don't have it.
and, they feel like they're your hero, and then every time you come around, they light up, and they're all about you. It's not based in reality.
Interesting. I'm wondering if one of those filters that she put on her picture, she put on her brain. Just, I don't know. All right. Great job, Ty. Thank you so much for the insight, Dr. Carol Lieberman, Dr. Jay Lacey. Of course, we'll see you again really soon.
Finally placed that order with Brandis too.
So consider this. Our victory lap.
So I ordered a bottle holder, like it holds 3 bottles, and I ordered a palette. So I'm super excited, and they're both going to be customized. Whoa, whoops.
This is Court TV Live, your front row seat to justice. I'm Julie Grant. Right now, Court TV is monitoring a very important stand your ground hearing in Kansas. This case has made national headlines. It's involving a defendant named Ashley Pearson. She is a mother and also alleged to be a victim of domestic violence at the hands of the man that she's accused now of murdering. So I want to give you a little bit of context. She is in a relationship with this man. The deceased is Kyle Hill. He is the alleged victim in this. And the facts go something like this. He was in a relationship with her. They shared a child together, and he had beat her repeatedly. This guy's also a registered violent offender with the state of Kansas. And on the night that
So gorgeous.
the allegation is that
I love it.
she was being attacked by him and took out a knife to protect her young daughter and stabbed him with that knife. So now her attorneys have filed a motion to dismiss this case entirely. They want it to go away based on
Gorgeous.
stand your ground law where you can defend yourself or defend someone else who is in danger. Now it's important to note here that
Now my finger's covered in glitter, even though I have a plastic bag. I can't tell through the plastic bag though if it's wet or dry.
Official has reviewed this case and now brought forth murder charges. So here we are today. That is a little bit of the backdrop of this case. Let's go in together now live. Watch what happens.
All right, this is State of Kansas versus Ashley Nicole Pearson, 22 CR 203. Party state appearances, please.
Good morning, sir. May I please report Larry Marchinsky, County Attorney, and Aaron Zolder, Chief Deputy County Attorney on behalf of the city of Kansas.
Yeah, this is still a little wet. I'm gonna wait a sec to brush that off.
All right, just a couple of matters. If I need to pull up a statute or anything, I looked at the case for any reason over the weekend. They did some work in the courthouse and apparently severed my computer. So I'm doing
I'm just hit my vape for a sec.
paper, which is okay.
Do you guys like this color? What do you think?
That's on file, filed by the defendant for immunity pursuant to KSA 2152-31. So issue today whether
Super
or not
gorgeous.
state should
probable cause that the killing was not justified. And so, since you have the burden of proof, you have a guilty statement. You'll go first, of course, as per usual. All right, any opening statement, Mr. Green?
I think I'm gonna have to pour into a cupcake liner. Well, I'll try. I mean, at least like a couple of these nails I can flip in there. Brush off this one. All right. I've been getting so many Monopoly Go ads. I don't want to play Monopoly Go. That was one of them. That was a Monopoly Go ad. I didn't even know it, but it must have been the music.
Good morning, sir. Police station name for the record. Bobby Wilson. Mr. Wilson, what's your current occupation? I am a part-time investigator, surveillance officer for community corrections and dealt with probation. What was your prior occupation to that? I worked 26 years in the Washington Police Department, 10 years with the Sheriff's Office before that.
There we go. All right. Let's see if we can do this.
Were you in
Yes.
your position with the Washington Police Department on or around September 15th of 2018? Yes, sir. I'm a detective.
I can see I got glitter in it, though. I should have used my glitter clear. I totally forgot.
Let's kind of start from the beginning. How were you initially notified of the incident? I was notified by Sergeant Westmoreland on that day at approximately 2:45 a.m., I believe it was. And I arrived at 3 a.m., 3:15 on the Wilmington, Summertown, Kansas. And that was the incident location of the homicide? Yes. And you arrived at about what time? 3 a.m. What happened, or what was going on when you arrived? EMS was on the scene. They were treating the victim. The process, I believe, of transporting him to Wichita. So at that point, we notified the chief, Captain Nestor. I had called Lieutenant Thompson, who was my partner. We were going to help with the crime scene. And then
One more.
we did a walk through the house to make sure that the house was secure. And then we turned all aside to get assignments and see what everybody was going to be doing. And what was your initial assignment? What were you going to be doing? My assignment was to go to the station and I would interview the suspect and take possession. Basically, I was assigned to Ashley Pearson. When you arrived on the scene, where was Pearson at? I believe she was in Officer Brownlee's police car.
Amazon package.
What was your first interaction with Miss Pearson? That's why I was at the police station.
I should go grab it because it's raining. Well, it's not raining right this second, actually. It's been downpouring rain. Give me 1 second just to go grab that package off my porch.
I had to take the handcuffs off of her. Her hands were partially, they tried to bag her hands with paper bags, and those had become kind of torn. So we wanted to secure the bags, but we needed to photograph all that, so that's what we started. So did you remove those bags then? After they were photographed, we removed the bags, and I asked her if I could take pictures of her, and she considered. That's where we started. Let's kind of stay with the bags and the hands. Did you inspect her hands when the bags were taken off? I did. Anything of note regarding the house?
It was already soaked.
She has a blood transfer on the right hand, I believe. Very little on the left.
Just guinea pig food. and some Dollar Shave Club. The shave. It's not a gel. It's not a cream. Well, it's not a cream. It's almost like a silky wash if you've ever used it, but you just use like the tiniest amount. You can do like your whole leg. It feels silky, so your razor just glides over it. I love that stuff. I love the Dollar Shave Club. I love their razors. They have a post dew cream or lotion to put on, post shave dew it's called. There's a prep scrub, which is like an exfoliator, you know, for before you shave. Pretty awesome. Okay, time to activate.
That was check the back of the neck, the head, the body. A couple days later, the gel, she had to feel the back of her head. So, did you know anything of interest in those inspections? And originally, when we did,
Are you guys doing One Color Wednesday tomorrow?
on the back of her head, so I had a female deputy from the sheriff's office, Francis Stevens, and the owner, check her. And she said she couldn't feel it, she couldn't see it. There weren't any notable injuries, any bruises or hematomas in that. It was just a raising of the back of the head. Like a little swell area. After doing your visual inspection and photographs of Miss Pearson, what happened next? We read Miranda. Since I was told she read Miranda, I wanted to make sure that I read her Miranda, that I knew she understood her rights. And basically, she said, just take me to jail. So I took her to jail. We individually protected her to jail.
There we go.
So there's no real interview done at that time? No. Did you have an opportunity another time to interview her? I did. That occurred at the Younger County Sheriff's Department by maybe o'clock. The exact same time. I believe it's going to be the next day.
Whoa. So I got some awesome Nails Truly cuticle oils. Let me show you guys, because she sells, her oils are like dry oils. They absorb super quick. They don't feel greasy or anything. But she's got some really incredible scents. All right, so this one is Dirty Coconut, and I love everything about this one. It just smells like coconut, so it's awesome. But these ones I haven't even opened yet. Let's check them out. So these are actually, oh, I don't know if these are released yet. I better wait. I know this one's released because it's summer, but these are fall scents, so I'm not 100% positive. I have to find out.
She would answer questions. She said she would. Basically, we went through the night. They've both been drinking.
Not yet.
Kyle had obviously, according to her, been drinking more.
Not ready yet. It shouldn't be too bad to file. They're all actually really smooth. So they'll only need to be buffed and shaped. I can deal with that.
He'd already been agitated. He was going to go to start with his mother. He had a baby, I believe. Let's get to that.
You heard him talking about whether she had injuries to her head. He acknowledged that there was a bit of a raised area with some swelling. That is important because it is actually Pearson's contention that Kyle Hill beat her that night, grabbed her by the back of the head and slammed her head into a countertop and proceeded to punch her in the back of her head. I'm taking this straight from the motion to dismiss this case and give her immunity followed by the defense here. We're going to hit the pause button. We'll go back into that hearing live in Kansas right after this.
Nobody ever plans to end up in a room like this.
I'm doing my usual filing routine, which pretty much always starts at the pinky unless I have a nail that's pretty jacked up, you know, and I just can't wait. And I'll go to that one first. And I always like to start at the cuticle on the nail cuticle area and just round that out, make sure it's cleaned up. And then I'll come down the side here. And I try and go straight as I can. Okay, now I'll take it in on the side. Make sure that's smooth. I just want to smooth the edge there. Yeah, that's better.
Never seen anything like this. This lighter is 20 times more powerful than regular lighters, and it doesn't.
Welcome back to Court TV Live. I'm your host, Julie Grant. We have our eyes on the courtroom in Kansas this morning, where
So they're in court in Kansas. It's a stand your ground hearing.
Her then boyfriend, Kyle Hill. The incident in which Hill
I guess she
was
killed her
stabbed
boyfriend.
to death
She stabbed him to death
and was prosecuted
in
initially in that case,
2018.
and it charged Ashley Pearson. Now there's a new DA in town who's looked at the case with a fresh set of eyes
Okay.
and is accusing her of murder.
All right. So at first the prosecutor didn't charge her, but then they got a new DA, and the new DA decided to prosecute her.
Her young toddler when she stabbed Kyle Hill, and that the stabbing happened after he had badly attacked her, something that he had a history of, according to the defense team. Let's go back in now. We're on witness number one. Remember, the state's got the bird here. The defense files this motion and says, hey, we deserve immunity. The state's got to show the judge why she doesn't. So they've called witness number one, who was a detective who interviewed Ashley Pearson and felt the back of her head, acknowledging that he did feel a swollen spot there.
After that, at the beginning of the interview, so did you re-Mirandize her at that point, or did you just, I used that Miranda card, re-Mirandized? Okay. And so, what you just referred to, the sword that you were telling, is that the narrative that Ms. Pearson was giving you? Yeah. Okay. So let's kind of start walking through that. She advised you, okay, what did she tell you again about how that it was? He was already, exact words she used, not actually reading verbatim, but he was already upset, kind of a bad dude. They had a case of beer, I guess, already in the refrigerator or in a chest or something. And he had already drank
Okay,
quite a few
that's
beers
pretty
before
good.
he ever left. So,
Moving on to the middle now.
I believe it was a past turning bar.
This is why I really like these thin files. You guys have heard me talk about these files before, but it just fits up in the cuticle and in the sidewall better, I feel, than something like this. This works, but I worry that I'm gonna file off more dip than I intend to with those thicker files.
I believe it shortly before midnight, I believe. Did you inquire with Miss Pearson as to whether she had been drinking? Yes, she asked her that. She said she started drinking around 10. Did she advise you how much she had drank? 5 or 6 beers. So, did you guys get into the incident that occurred? Excuse me? Did you guys get into the incident that occurred? Did she tell you what happened? Just that she was sitting on, after Kyle got home, she was sitting on the porch outside with the little steward. And at one time he walked out, started yelling to us.
Get this edge smooth.
Or something, but decided she didn't need that because Ashley was drinking. So she leaves, Ashley goes back inside, and there's just a continued
Hate that my middle finger is crooked.
And that's when she really wasn't sure why he was so pissed off. He was pissed off.
You guys, when I was at the doctor's yesterday, I was talking about how, like, I'll get the urge to pee, and I'll be like in the kitchen, and to get to the bathroom, it's like 10 steps, and sometimes I won't even make it. or like the closer I get to the bathroom, the harder it is to hold it in, you know. And so I was telling her that, and then I said, and because the only thing to help strengthen your bladder like that is Kegel exercises, you know. So then, as we were talking about, of course, I'm doing Kegel exercises, and I'm like, oh, like that, because I just hate the feeling. And she said it's a proven fact that when you talk about Kegel exercises, that people do it. So I'm just wondering, did any of you guys do any while I was talking about it?
Motion here keeps starting to go toward the child, being very aggressive, highly intoxicated, and already violent toward the child's mother. What did she think was going to happen to that little toddler? Stand by. We're going to hit a break. We'll be back with more of this stand your ground hearing next. A man married 6 times. 4 of his wives died under mysterious circumstances.
Eccentric widower Thomas Randall
Charged with the murders of his wife and the man he allegedly paid to kill her.
2017 conviction overturned.
He looks good.
Now he faces a jury once again.
Widower murder trial. Live coverage today on Court TV.
I wish I had a second device, because I'm not even sure exactly who is here. Patty, right? Tara, Michelle.
He was romantically involved with her. They shared one child together. She had a child with someone else, a young daughter, who she says she was protecting on the night that she says he beat her and then went toward her daughter. That is when she grabbed a knife. And these are the facts that the state has to prove before the judge in order to keep this case on moving. They've got to prove that this was a murder and that there's enough evidence from which a jury could find that. Otherwise, the defense is going to argue she was just standing her ground under the law. Let's go back to now for more of state witness number 1. A detective who was called to the scene and interviewed Ashley Pearson.
Are you on Medicaid and Medicare?
The U.S. government recently announced that 12.2 million citizens are eligible for additional benefits beyond what they received from the original Medicare and Medicaid.
These benefits.
You said that you walked through the house?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm holding the file with my left hand, and I'm not left-handed, so get a little,
Okay, let's start out. She advised that this happened in the kitchen, correct?
it's a little harder for me to file, so you see me make some suspicious pie or something.
To the east.
Okay, nice. Making sure there's no weird bumps anywhere that I feel. Alright. Oh, I already did the index. Alright.
Can you take a look at that and tell me what it is?
This appears to be a diagram. 315 North B, specifically showing the inside where the root are located.
Okay. So, in looking at that diagram, where did Miss Pearson advise you that she was at when the incident started? If I give you a pin, would you mark on that diagram?
You're referring to when the physical altercation she described took place.
And she described to you where the altercation happened, where she told you she was at
Alright, there we
when the
go.
fight started.
That would be in the kitchen.
Okay, can you mark there on the kitchen then where she would have been standing?
Yes.
Where that would be at. Okay. And she advised you that, did she say that Natalie had come out of her room? That
I don't believe Natalie came out of it. I believe she was crying in her room. If you could hear her.
so then
Okay, I have a couple spots with glitter on my skin, so I'm just gonna get that off of the file.
My understanding is from
my reference and my memory, you walk east through the kitchen, and the bedroom is setting on the east, northeast side of the house, southeast corner.
Again, walking through the house, were you able to determine which room belonged to the children or most likely belonged to the children?
Yeah.
Can you please put an X on that diagram where the children's bedroom would have been?
Looks good.
Let me ask, does this diagram that I've shown you and that you've marked on, does this appear to you to be a true and accurate reference of how the layout of that house appeared to you?
Yes.
All right. Last step is the ergo file.
With that, the state of the States Exhibit 1, sir.
And this only takes a minute or two to do all your nails.
So Ashley, excuse me, Ashley told you that at some point he had pushed her down on the counter. Is that correct?
Correct.
And was hitting her in the back of the head.
Correct.
What did she say happened next?
She said he started to walk away. She grabbed something off of the counter. She wasn't sure what she grabbed. And she said she hit him with that.
Did she advise you where she had hit him at?
And she did not.
Okay.
What did she advise you she did after hitting him with something?
She walked past him, got Natalie, put Natalie back into bed.
You guys are also quiet.
Again, it looked
Patty, is your dad still feeling better? Still getting better?
access the children's bedroom. He would have had to walk away from her to the living room to access the children's bedroom. Is that correct?
You answered me earlier. I didn't see it when I asked. Now I'm looking at the screen.
Crying and went to go get Natalie. Is that correct?
Correct.
To access the children's bedroom, he would have had to walk away from her to the living room. Is that right?
You got to walk through the kitchen
Where could he have walked out through the kitchen?
because it's open. There's a door there. You walk right through the kitchen.
Officer, this back person, she was looking through it.
Yes.
Detective Wilson, I'm reapproaching you with State's Exhibit 1, and again, can you mark the doorway in the kitchen
Alrighty.
that would have led to the bedroom?
Got a little glitter up here.
That doorway would have provided direct access to the bedrooms?
It was open when I was there. You just walked right through it.
With that, I'm resubmit this, the exhibit.
Okay.
He's making additional marks, like what you guys agree.
Okay. All right, let's clean off the nails.
Look at that.
Get all the dust off. Push this out of the way too.
Back home, I'm used to driving a Civic. On this trip, I'm driving an SUV, and I gotta tell you, it's
Gorgeous color. Oh my. I'm in love.
Now, what do you feel like some of the biggest differences are?
Oh, look at that. Stunning.
I'd say drivability. These vehicles, SUVs, trucks are higher, wider. They give you quite a hand. You may notice the vehicle diving, squatting,
Silver. I have the silver button on. Those are
Yes, unfortunately, I did have to learn that the hard way. Lastly, of course, was parking. These vehicles do require more space, not only to park, but also to maneuver.
Oh, I have these silver flowers.
Take your time. Stay away from tight spots. Avoid collisions.
And then I have these silver hearts and like abstract designs.
North Carolina. Join us for more
more fun and fascinating car tips at Car Shoe.
I kind of like the flowers though. Maybe just on a couple nails. Or maybe striping tape would be better. Yeah, let's do striping tape.
To your knowledge, has Mr. Hill actually ever touched Natalie or gone to her?
No.
What did Miss Pearson advise you happened after what we've described so far?
After she got Natalie into bed, she walked back out, and that's when she seen Kyle. I believe she used the word staggering, but he fell to the ground. She said she went to him, raised his shirt, runner black, sleeveless t-shirt, and lifted it up. And that's when she realized she'd stabbed him in the chest.
So to back up just a bit, she advised you that she went and got out and put her back into bed.
Yes.
So that would indicate that Natalie had gotten out of the bed. Is that
According to Miss Pearson, yes.
logically?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just trimming the excess tape off of the edges here.
You just mentioned that she had lifted up a red and black shirt.
All right.
Was that shirt ever located?
No.
I think that'll do the trick.
Were there efforts made to find that shirt?
Yes.
Was Mr. Hill still in the residence when he first arrived?
Yes.
Was he wearing a shirt at that time?
No.
What was he wearing whenever you first entered the residence?
Yeah, we'll leave it like that. Okay.
Anything else?
No.
All right, now I'm just gonna go in with some activator, and then we'll top coat.
Did you have an opportunity to have
Is Jan in here?
with Miss Pearson?
I did.
How did that occur?
That occurred here at the courthouse on the third floor. We used to be, it's a holding cell for court holding area. But specifically was about the shirt.
Ooh, I think her son's first day of school was today, or her daughter's, one of them. I believe was today. Or maybe it was last week. I might be wrong. I know one was on Thursday and one was on Tuesday.
She was reminded of her Miranda rights.
So I like to let my activator sit for like 30 seconds or so. Long enough to let it dry, you know.
She raised the shirt in a red or black, a sleeveless shirt. In the video of Officer Bradley, when he arrives, he doesn't have a shirt on. Melissa Stewart said he didn't have a shirt on. Chris Stewart said he didn't have a shirt on. So that was when, we did a record search warrant for the house to try to find the shirt, which we never
That's
did.
what the nails look like.
Was this homicide
All right.
justifiable?
Let's wipe off.
That's really the question here, my friends. We know
Guys,
that
I didn't even
homicide
buff my
occurred.
nails.
If it's in self-defense or defense of others,
I'm not
that's
gonna.
lawful.
So I already got the
But
tape
if
on
it's
them
an
and
outright murder,
everything.
we know that's against the law. Here, one thing we're not hearing That is a fact that at the time that Ashley Pearson did the interview after the stabbing with that detective on the stand, her jaw was still wired shut from the last time Kyle Hill broke her jaw. I'm going to bring in my guest, trial attorney and host of the podcast Once Upon a Crime in Hollywood, Kelly Hyman, on the program, watching along with me.
Can't believe I am both.
Just your initial impressions, please. I know we still have a long way to go. The state's got to
Okay, so top coat. Dip top coat is very finicky, although a lot of the newer companies, a lot of companies have found like a balance, a way of making dip liquids that they're not so finicky that, you know, you can even screw up and, you know, your mani will turn out okay. I think that these dip liquids are very tolerant of things like that, you know, mistakes and stuff. So I'm going to go 3 strokes on each nail for the first layer. Well, I do 1 down the center, and then 1 to the right and 1 to the left. Now, if the brush is wide enough to get your whole nail in 1 swipe, then just do 1 swipe. If it takes you 2, do 2. You really don't want to go over 3 on this first layer here.
She has a daughter from a previous relationship. The daughter is the one that she is said to have been protecting on that day in question by her defense team. But let me bounce off you a couple instances, please, Kelly. In May of 2018,
Good. I love how it looks once the top coat goes on because the sparkle is crazy.
Hill also attacked his own grandmother, who was living with Hill and Pearson for a time.
So gorgeous. All right, so now I like to go back immediately into my second layer. This time you can cap your free edges and take time to be a little more detailed. Not a lot of time though, you know. But if you see somewhere that's not coated properly, you know, you can fix it or whatever. Just remember that top coat dries really fast, so if you keep going over it, and I'm talking like, you know, 8, 9, 10 times, you're going to get streaks in it because it's going to start to set.
Kelly, do you agree?
No, absolutely. You look at her demeanor right now, and she looks as someone that has been harmed and that has been injured. And the fact that, as you said, with her jaw wired shut, I mean, this is horrible that any woman has to go through something like this and then have her child as well and fear that her child is going to be potentially harmed as well. This is just not right.
You're so right, Kelly. It is not. Even this defendant's mother apparently was aware of his violent tendencies. Of the defendant's mother.
I love it.
Her son on this night prior to the violence escalating, and when Ashley
Beautiful glitter dip called Mermaid's Hair from Crival Nails. And when she's not having a sale, use code TARA15 to save. So we'll just give these a couple minutes to dry, and then I'm going to put some of that Nails Truly Dirty Coconut Cuticle Oil on.
Kelly Hyman, always a delight to have you on Court TV. Thank you kindly for being with us today.
Speaking of Nails Truly, I'll probably be doing a Nails Truly mani tomorrow. And I feel kind of bad because I didn't do a live yesterday, but Fran and I made plans for me to do her nails on Thursday. So if nothing changes, there won't be a live Thursday either. I'm sorry.
Sorry, hard pictures, not so good. Operator.
I was going to say maybe when I get home I'll come live, but I don't know that I'm going to feel like it. After doing her nails, you know. Although I'm probably going to have to do a mani, so we'll see. Yeah.
The accused Long Island serial
Long
killer
Island
has been
serial
charged
killer.
with the murders of 3 victims found on Gilgo Beach. He has been implicated in a 4th murder. But there are more victims. 7 more victims found in the area. So, as the investigation continues, do detectives believe he is responsible for all the murders? Or are there other killers out there? Is it possible there is a second serial killer? And
Let's wait another minute.
If so, is it the work of the same person or a second person? Tonight,
Which sleeve should I use today, guys? I have a gray one.
Dismembers his or her victims. Killers like
I don't think I have a purple.
Joel Guy and Taylor Business as we continue our in-depth coverage of the Long Island serial killer.
I'm Vinny Politan. Great to have you with us here on Closing Arguments as we continue our coverage of the Gilgo serial killer, the accused Long Island serial killer.
Actually,
the question really is, are there other
this might work, you guys.
other victims that he is responsible for? You do the timeline here. And
It's not too off, you know.
Late 40s when these murders take place. The ones that he's charged with, 3. One that he is suspected in and is expected to be charged with.
Or I go with this one, like the silvery gray one.
Were there any victims after 2010?
No, I think I'm gonna go with the purple. I think it
That
matches,
stretch of beach on
and
Long
they
Island.
should be dry.
And how about those 7 other victims? Is he
And they
responsible
are
for those murders? Is he
Dirty
He's an
Coconut.
obvious suspect, right?
I love the
He has
name
to
too.
be. If you believe he committed 4 killings there, you have to look at them for the other 7. But are they connected? Are they related? What does the evidence say?
It's exactly like Neutrogena dry oil, like your after shower oil or whatever. Stuff's so expensive now.
The state of the bodies. Were they all similarly situated the way they were bound and wrapped? Were they dismembered? What does that mean? Is it possible that a serial killer can kill some people one way
Yum. This smells so
and then
good.
other victims another way? Or is this a case where we
So
may be
there's
looking
my
for more than one
I'm
serial
Lily
killer?
Polly Joe Manny. When I post that, I'll be
What
posting
exactly
links and
is
everything
the
for all of
situation
it.
here? It's a little confusing, and we've gotten a lot of information from investigators so far, and from the DA. They've been very
Maybe I'll save that to
forthcoming
post
since the arrest.
Thursday,
We've got a
since
better
or
idea
Friday. So
about those cases, but
since I'm doing
they're not
Friends
taking
Nails
us
Thursday,
inside
then I
their
won't even have to do a Manny.
but we have
Yeah, I think that
information
matches pretty good.
about the Gilgo 4, and we have some information.
I want to
about
do silver
the other victims
jewelry.
found in that stretch of beach in Long Island. And tonight, in this hour, that's what I want to talk about. These other victims and dismemberment, because
Ooh, this one's
unfortunately, some of these victims, after they were murdered, the body parts were taken apart. What does that mean? What kind of person does that? And is it consistent with this suspect? Again, are we looking for somebody else?
maybe.
Let's begin
Alright.
by getting a little bit of background about the evidence found at
Yeah, I'm gonna
what's
use these
been
2
released so
rings.
far.
This Looney Lou Designs one is on my index. It came in the Bloom and Shine collab bag. And then this is a sterling, not sterling silver. It's stainless steel heart. I got that off of Amazon like last year. Well, I thank you all for being here with me. I'm sorry I didn't have a secondary device. I'll make sure I have one tomorrow. I hope you guys like the Manny and have a wonderful day. I love you all. Bye.
U.S. Special Forces to be used as a survival tool in harshest conditions and to give them an advantage during emergency situations. Thanks to its